Hey there! Today I'm going to do a quick video on different knife grips. First I'm going to start off with the most basic, which is the hammer grip. It's just like this. It's just as if you're making a fist and you just put the knife right there in the middle. This is arguably the most secure grip, but you also you've got less control over the blade angle and cutting, which is important with using a knife. You also have the reverse hammer, which is like this. This is used for grappling. The trench knives, the knuckle duster knives, they're meant to be carried like this because they're for grappling in trenches and sneaking up and shanking people. Because you're not going to come running at somebody with your knife blade pointing towards you. This is for sneaking. Then the Saber grip, which is like this. Your thumb is up here to give you more control over the angle of your blade. This is used in cavalry sabers, and from horseback this is very important. You do sacrifice a little bit of security of the knife in your hand because your thumb is no longer here, it's up here, and the knife can be twisted out. Or if you hit something hard, or if you're fighting somebody with a rolling pin or a crowbar, they may be able to knock the knife out of your hand. Then you have the reverse saber. You put your thumb up on top. This again is going to give you more control over your point, but you also lose a little bit of control, and also you now cannot backhand someone. If you go like this, your thumb joint is going to be stuck in between the pommel of your knife and whatever you're hitting, and that's going to hurt you more than them. So it's probably not as good as this for reverse, but again, you've got more control over that point. Then the one that I like and I think is the best is the bird mouth grip. It's similar to the hammer, except you just tilt your hand like so. You don't lose grip like you do with the saber, and with your hand tilted like this, you have increased accuracy over the hammer. Now there is no really reverse grip to this. If you're going to go reverse, then it would be the hammer or the saber. But this also, when you're holding it here, it has the point in between you and your opponent, which is where you always want it. And your knife is forward, so when you swing this, the knife is always at 90 degrees to what you're cutting. Whereas with the hammer, it can maybe glide across. Same with the cutting in the reverse grips. Your knife doesn't pass through the plane of your target. Okay, so now we're going to do a cut test to show you what I mean when you can't really cut with the reverse grip. So here's a pumpkin I have. Now, I'm going to do this in slow motion. See, as the knife comes by, it's not, I can swing through there and it's only going to go in like an inch. And this pumpkin's a lot softer than, somebody in a leather jacket or armor and anything else. When I do the forward grip, I haven't moved any closer to the pumpkin. In the forward grip, when I come, the knife is 6 inches through that, and it's at an angle such it's going to cut much deeper than this. I can't move my wrist any farther than that, and even that's probably more than what's comfortable or a lot of people could do. I go like this, and I have a lot more control, and I'll show you that in a second. Still recording?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to look at that cut. That's a pretty good cut. That went about 3/4 of an inch in, and that's a good 6 inches long. So that maybe will kill somebody, if you hit them in the throat, but hitting somebody in the arm like that, they're just going to be bleeding. Now, we're going to go forward. We're gonna look at it again. We entered here. They come all the way through. You know, that's long. That's over a foot, and we cut all the way through. That's almost 2 inches. So instead of slitting their throat, you can just take their head off, or their arm. So with the reverse grip, stabbing's good, and it's good for close in. But when you go to cut, it's going to be better to do forward.